Wslm 1220 AM with your hosts and voices of the Eastern Musketeers, Mikie Bass and Wes Jury. Buckle in for exciting high school basketball action here on WSLM. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors. Welcome to Eastern Musketeers basketball on WSLM 1220 AM. The pregame show on WSLM is brought to you by these sponsors. Welcome to Eastern High School as the Lady Musketeers take on Mid-Southern Conference foe, the Lady Braves from Brownstown. This is Mike Batt alongside me, the voice of the Musketeers, Wes Jury. Ought to be a dandy tonight, Wes.
Well, on paper it is. It's going to be a great game. I think both of these teams match up real well with each other, Mikey. They got a couple kids that can put the ball in the basket that we're going to have to pay attention to, and I think vice versa on our end. You know, they got to pay attention to some of our players here, and it all, I think, going to come down to who executes the best tonight and controls the boards. And limiting turnovers is going to be a big key tonight, I think, too, especially for the Musketeers.
I agree with you. You know, this game's got a lot more meaning than just conference. I mean, they're in our sectional now, so, you know, this has got double meaning for both teams. As, you know, as most people look at, you know, we're probably the top two favorites to win that sectional. So, you know, both teams want to make a statement here. And,
you know, I'll add to that. I think the other thing is we got to stay out of foul trouble.
And we've struggled to do that the last couple games, Mikey, you know.
And the positive of that is our benches came through and played and gave us good minutes, and we got to continue to have that. And I just think the farther this season goes, the more we get that bench going, and like we have, the tougher we're going to be.
And I know for a fact we talk about Brownstown and Eastern being the two favorites. So there's one sitting up here in the corner again. This is the second time that Coach Peterson from Austin has seen us this week. He was at Providence Thursday night, and he's here again tonight. And I know they probably got Brownstown coming up soon, but he's also getting a chance to see what we're doing as the season progresses here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we played them, I believe, about the fourth game of the season and one of their top three games of the year. So, you know, he's seeing what we've changed in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But, you know, I'm excited for this one tonight, see how we respond, how we come out and compete tonight. You know, I know John Harrell's got Brownstown favored by 4 or 5 points, so
it's one now.
It is
changed all week. It's 43-42 is his prediction now.
So,
and you know, we talked about a little bit of the keys to the game, but honestly, Mikey, I think for us defensively, it's going to be huge tonight. It's going to be really big. Can we contain Hackman and Borden on the defensive end and hold them? I'm not sure. I think you got their season stats there. I'm not sure what they're averaging, but I'm sure they're probably a better half of 2/3 of their points.
Well, it's got their points cut off on me here at the end, but, you know, they've doubled season points on everybody's total points. But, you know, the other thing is you can't allow one of those girls that's not a big-time scorer to have a career night. You've got to contain them. We talked about that last night at West Washington for the boys' game, and, you know, they did a very good job of, you know, shutting down Keaton Chase and Hoffler and not allowing anybody to really have a big game other than that. So we got to continue to do that. You got to understand, them are two big-time players on that side for Brownstown. You're not going to hold them scoreless tonight.
Oh, and just to touch real quick, you know, congratulations to Coach Weatherford and our Eastern boys team as they did get a win over county rival last night. West Washington did a really nice job. Big game by Caden Temple, not only on the offensive end but on the defensive end too last night.
Yeah, and I thought all the way around our defense was really good as a team last night. I thought we give up a few shots late that some guys got some buckets that they probably shouldn't have, but overall I thought the defense was pretty solid last night. You know, and one thing, you know, we'll talk about this game here is, you know, I wasn't there Thursday night, but I was able to watch it the second half. You know, something that hasn't been done with this team, we see the zone, and it was very effective.
Yep.
Will we see that tonight? Well, you know, if we do go to that, we got to find the shooters.
Yep. Exactly. Mikey, I know you kind of thrown it on me the last couple games, and we've touched on it a little bit, but let's nail it down here. Give me your keys to the game, buddy.
Well, I think you got to have a quick start. You can't allow them to get out in front, and you got to play from behind. So I think that's important. I think you got to, control the boards, limit turnovers. But the bigger thing is we got to play inside out. We can't just settle. We got to play inside out. Go to Kai early and then work our way out. And I'll throw one more X factor in there, and I think it's David Souter. She kind of struggled Thursday night. Let's see what she does coming back in tonight, see how she responds.
Well, we got about 23 seconds, Mikey, here before we get our national anthem. One announcement I did want to make is the Tuesday night game, girls game at Mitchell, has been postponed for the time being. Not sure the reasoning, but I just want to let everybody know that there will be no game for the Lady Musketeers at Mitchell this coming Tuesday night. Now, we still will play Thursday night, come back and be at West Washington.
All right.
We'll step away here, word from our sponsors, get the national anthem, be back with you in just a moment with the starting lineup for this game. You're listening to Lady Musketeer Basketball on Wslm out of Salem, Indiana.
The Shack is back. That's right, the Shackaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's in Salem. Not only will you be getting an extra-large pizza designed by Shack, but you'll be helping others. Feed a Shack-sized family with the Shackaroni. Get 8 foldable Shack-sized slices loaded with extra cheese and extra pepperoni on each extra large slice for $13.99. For each Shackaroni sold between October 17th and December 24th, 2022, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Canadian Food Rescue Program Second Harvest. Every dollar will supply 2 or more meals to people in need. Call 812-883-3369 today to place your delivery or carry-out order. Or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium Peru Pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as we're set here to get the starting lineups for both teams. Wes has got them.
All right, we'll start with the Lady Braves of Brownstown first. They'll go with a 5'4" junior number 10, Kelsey Snyder. 5'8" senior number 14, Kaylee Borden. 5'9" senior number 20, Maddie Hackman. 5'6" sophomore number 34, Jenna Klosterman. And a 5'8" senior number 40, Cameron Thompson. The Lady Braves are coached by Mr. Brandon Allman. For the Lady Musketeers, we'll go with the same starting lineup as all year, and we'll start off with a 5'9" senior number 12, Eva Souter. A 5'5" senior number 22, Gracie Lewis. A 5'8" senior number 24, Madeline Llewellyn. 5'10" senior number 40, Kaya McKinley. And rounding out the starting five for the Lady Musketeers, a 5'9" senior number 42, Kaylee McKinley. The Musketeers are coached by Miss Taylor Drury.
Well, Wes, this is one you got marked on your schedule, and, throw a little more kink into this. There's about 4 or 5 teams with one loss in the conference right now, and, besides that minor mishap, setback a few weeks ago to Salem, we would be sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah,
now
we would.
This game's even more important now.
Yep, exactly, because, you got Scottsburg with one loss, you got Corden with one loss, and all those games we're going to get after Christmas there, so...
and Brownstown, I believe, has 2 losses, so this one's even bigger.
Yeah.
They even have stay in the race.
Yeah. here we go. As Borden and Ty McKinley come to the center circle, we're getting ready to get this thing going here. The ball is up, and the tip is controlled by Brownstown as Hackman comes out of there with it, and she'll give it off to number 34, Klosterman. Klosterman across the timeline. She'll back it back out, go right side now to Hackman. Hackman back out top to Borden. Now go left side now to Snyder. Snyder looks inside, nothing there. And we're going to get a travel or double dribble call against the Lady Braves, and it'll be turnover to the Eastern Musketeers.
Good start, good possession defensively here. Now let's see what we can do offensively.
Now Ava. They'll get it across the timeline. Looks like we've got a little bit. That looks like man-to-man for the Lady Braves here. Cross court to Madeline Llewellyn, left side. Down low to Kaylee McKinley. She'll go up with it. Off the glass and got it. 2-0. Lady Musketeers on top.
She was wide open for about 5 seconds before we finally seen her there.
Here's Snyder. Right side to Klosterman. Now here's Hackman. Back to Klosterman. Klosterman drives the... He traveled with the ball and back to Borden now. No call there. Borden has it. Now goes right side now to Klosterman. Klosterman looking. Now the ball's deflected. Hackman picks it up. She's going to get called for a travel. So Lady Braves right now might get a little bit confused about looks like what they're wanting to do offensively.
Well, and I think we're playing pretty aggressive, especially off the other three girls, and making it difficult for them to get something going.
Here's Gracie Lewis with her first touch. Left side now to Ava. Baseline to Madeline Llewellyn. Back out top to Ava. Ava looks at the high post. Now it's going to get a screen from Kaylee. Now go to Gracie Lewis. Right side to Madeline. Now goes the high post to Kaya McKinley. McKinley goes left side now to Ava Souter for 3. No good. Rebounded by Kaylee McKinley. Kaylee back out top to Ava. Ava.
She would have spun. She had a wide open layup off that. I don't think she realized it. We're going to,
I don't like that.
It wasn't a very hard turn, but I think it was the right call.
Well, that's the first foul on Ava. We can't afford to have her sitting over here, Mikey, first half of the foul drill.
No.
Here's Klosterman. She'll walk across the timeline. Now slide it right to Borden. Now Hackman. Back up top to Thompson. Thompson now down low. It's a cutting Klosterman. Klosterman's going to go back, spins around, picks it out now to Snyder for 2, and she knocks it down, a 15-footer. So 2-2 with 5:53 to go here in the first quarter. Ava gets the screen from Kaylee. Slides it left now to Madeline Llewellyn. Back out top to Ava Souter. Now goes right side. Now down low to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley turns. Goes the high post to Kaya McKinley. McKinley spins back. Throws up a shot off the glass and got it. Well, it wasn't pretty, but she at least did try to turn the other way and give her just enough of an advantage there to get that shot off. And here's a turnover by Brownstown again. 4-2 is your score with 5:21 to go here in the first.
And here's the thing. They've turned it over 3 times, and we haven't really taken advantage of it. I think we're standing down here offensively too much. We're not moving it much at all, moving the basketball.
I'd like to see Ty get a little bit more active down here. And then here's Kaya. Left side to Gracie Lewis. Now Ava Souter. Souter thought about 3. Now slides it right to Madeline Llewellyn. Back out top to Kaya. Kaya looks down low. Nothing there. Spins back to the middle. Now loses the handle. Ava Souter picks it up. Pulls up for an 8-footer and no good. And Klosterman comes out of there with a rebound for Brownstown. Right side now. Snyder now, top of the key now to Hackman. Hackman looking, nothing there. Borden out top of the key with it now. She'll drive it in, spins back to her middle, throws up a runner, no good. Madeline Llewellyn with the rebound. She'll get it off to Ava Souter. Musketeers looking to run. Up ahead now to Gracie Lewis. Down low, picked off by Borden. Right side now to Snyder. Snyder lets 3 go. That's Hackman. And boy, we can't let her have open looks.
No, and we just set off of her way too much.
5-4 now. Brownstown with a 1-point lead. Here's Ava Souter. Takes it to the basket off the glass and got it. 6-5 now. Musketeers retake the lead now with 4 minutes to go here in the first. Here's left side now to Snyder. Snyder now drives it down to the baseline. Cut off by Kyle McKinley. Out top now to Thompson. Thompson slides it right to Borden. Borden being guarded by Madeline Llewellyn. She'll drive it down the middle, go up the left hand. No good. Rebounded out of there by Kyle McKinley.
Fortunate there.
Yeah, we were. Almost a steal by Borden here. Here's Ava Souter across the timeline with it. Musketeers looking to add to this lead. High post now to Kyle McKinley. He goes up with a shot and is going to get called for a travel. And if you notice, Mikey, the last 2 or 3 games, they're playing her to that side all the time.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, when do you start bringing her to this side and letting her go to the middle?
Right.
You know? Borden. Now here's Hackman. Off to number 22 that's checked into the ball game. Britton. Now to Hackman. Back to Britton. Now left side to Borden. Borden now. Dumps it down low to Thompson. Thompson. Ball spot 4. Come out of there. She gathers it up. Here's Hackman. Dribble. 15-footer. No good. Rebounded out of there by Madeline Llewellyn. She'll get it off to Ava Souter. Still 6-5. Musketeers were under 3 minutes in the first. Down low to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley up with a shot and got it. I think she didn't realize how open she was there. So 8-5, 2:39 to go here in the first. Here's Borden with it on the left wing. She'll dribble back out top. Now drive it down the middle of the lane. Up with the shot off the glass. No good. Ty McKinley with a rebound. She'll get it off to Ava Souter. Souter now pushing the ball up the floor. Left side now to Madeline. Madeline looks inside, nothing there. Now they're going to drive it down the middle of the lane. Turn it back around. Go out to Gracie Lewis. Gracie now back out. Now baseline to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley looking. Out top now to Ava. Ava will reset. Now slides it right to Gracie Lewis. Back to Ava Souter. Souter dumps it down to Kaya McKinley. McKinley gathers it up off the glass and got it again. 10-5, Musketeers. On top here, we're under 2.
If we're going to play her on that side, that's how you got to do it. Yeah. You got to do the pick and roll where she can catch it right there at the block and go up.
Oh, here's Hackman on the right wing. Out top to Thompson. Thompson with it. Now goes left side to Snyder. Snyder hit the board and curling down the middle of the lane. Now kicks it left side. Here's a 3 by Brownstown, and she knocks it in. 3-pointer by Britton. That cuts the lead back to 2 for the Musketeers. Left side to Madeline. Madeline now out top to Kaya McKinley. McKinley, right side to Ava. Ava dumps it down to Kaya McKinley. Up off the glass and got it. That's pretty good basketball right there, Mike.
Yeah.
Well, the 8 is your score. We're at 1:09 here in the first as number 23, Darledge, will check in and replace Thompson of Brownstown. Here might be about, I don't know what I'm talking about here. See what they got.
Ain't the foul.
Okay. So, Ty at the line trying to complete the play. The free throw is up and good. 13-8 now. 1:09 to go. Here comes Borden for the Braves. Borden down the middle of the lane. Kicked it left to Snyder. 4-3. Got it again. 13-11 now. We're under a minute. Here's Madeline. Madeline with it on the left wing. Dumps it down to Kaylee McKinley off the glass. No good. Good little roll there by Kaylee.
Right.
Snyder. Now Hackman. Out top to Britton. Now left side to Borden. Borden down to 34 seconds. Out to Hackman. Hackman's going to penetrate down the middle lane. Pull up for an 8-footer. No good. Kyle McKinley with a rebound.
Got away with the travel.
Here's Ava. Ava down the middle of the lane. Kicked it out to Madeline. Madeline shot fake into the middle of the lane. Up with the left hand and no good. Couple layups right there, Mikey. I mean, it's good moves here. Here's Gordon. Nobody picked her up off the glass. And we're going to be out of bounds on Brownstown. So pretty fortunate again, Mikey, there on the defensive end that we didn't give up a layup.
Well, it's both ways there. I mean, both teams have missed quite a few.
Here's 42 Dean checking in for Brownstown, and she'll replace Gordon.
We've got to do a better job on the dribble penetration. That's where they've got a lot of those shots at.
Here's Ava. Ava with it now. Going to get a screen. 2 seconds. 1. Kai McKinley at the buzzer. No good. So that brings us to the end of the first quarter with a score 13-11. The Musketeers leading the Brownstown Lady Braves. We'll step away here and word from our sponsors. Be back to you in just a moment. You're listening to Lady Musketeer Basketball on Wslm. I'm Salem.
Hoop season is back on WSLM. Whether you're listening to local high school girls and boys basketball, IU or Purdue men's basketball, or the Indiana Pacers, you'll need to get dialed in to the WSLM Sports Zone to follow all the action this season. And what better way to enjoy the game on WSLM than to pair it with great food from Papa John's? Go to your Papa John's app to order for pickup or delivery. Call 812-883-3369 or stop in at their location at the corner of Main and Hackberry Street. Either way, stop in for a hot, fresh pizza, breadsticks, wings, or dessert, and a cold drink today. And keep your radio tuned to WSLM for hoops action all season long. And to hear more great specials from your Papa John's in Salem.
Hi, everybody. Bob Lovell here. Be sure to tune in on WSLM 1220 AM and 97.9 FM for your weekly dose of Indiana sports talk from 9:30 to midnight.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as the Musketeers have a 13-11 lead going into the second quarter.
Let's see what Brownstown comes out, Mikey, here defensively to start this second quarter here. Looks like they're going to go to a little 1-2-2 here. As Elizabeth Trueblood is checked in. Down low to Madeline. Madeline lost the handle, but it tipped out of bounds by Brownstown. Will stay with the Lady Musketeers. Here's Ava. Triggered in. Left side to Gracie Lewis. She'll let 3 go. No good. Rebounded by Hackman of Brownstown. Everybody standing and watching. Nobody went to the boards, Mikey.
Right.
So here's Brownstown with a chance to tie this thing up or take the lead with a 3-pointer. Darledge left side now. To Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer now back to Hackman. Hackman now drives it down to the baseline, goes underneath the basket. Now out top. Here's Hope. Hope now off to Dean. Dean, now we're going to get a traveling call on number 23, Darledge. This wholesale substitutions for the Lady Braves, Mikey.
Yeah, it was.
Well, the Musketeers here, with 7:06 left in the first half here, holding on to this 2-point lead here as the Braves extending their pressure here. Over the top now to Elizabeth Trueblood. Ball's turned over. Here's left side to Hackman. Hackman will let 3 more go, and she buries it again. So 14-13. Brownstown retakes the lead. Back to Ava. High post to Kai McKinley. Hits Gracie Lewis. Lewis now to Ava. Ava Souders 3. No good. Rebounded by Hackman. Hackman up ahead to Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer back to back out. Resets the offense. Hits the curling to Darledge. Darledge loses a handle. Picked up by Eastern. Off to Kai McKinley. We got numbers. Back to Elizabeth Trueblood. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Kai McKinley. Back to Elizabeth Trueblood. Out top to Ava Sider. Now here's Madeline Wellens. She'll let 3 go. No good. Under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Brownstown holding on to a 1-point lead, 14-13. Here's Wishmeyer with it on the wing. Wishmeyer. Now left side here to number 42, Dean. Dean now looks, still looking. Knocks it off the toe. Oh, backs it up. Now going to drive the middle of the lane. Now we go outside here to number 32, Wishmeyer. Wishmeyer, turn. I think you pretty much got to face guard Hackman.
Nobody blocked out for us.
Nobody knew where the basketball was, Mikey. Nope. Now we got 2 shots coming here on the offensive rebound from Darledge. Darledge trying to stretch the lead out here for the Lady Braves here. She eyes the first free throw. It's on the way and good. As Ford check in and replace Dean. 34, Klosterman's going to check in for the shooter here. Wishmeyer, or Darledge, gets the second free throw. So 16-13 now, 5:10 to go in the first half. Brownstown Lady Braves on top. Oh, Musketeers looking for an answer here. Still the Braves in this 1-2-2 half-court trap. Dumps it down to Kaya. Off the glass. No good again. Ball's off to now Klosterman. Klosterman kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to be Musketeer basketball. We got to hit a layup, Mikey.
I agree. I mean, it's about 8 points we've left out there.
16-13. Here's Madeline. Back to Ava. Ava, cross court now to Madeline. Gets Kaya McKinley down the middle of the lane. Spins, goes up off the glass and got it. 15-16 now. Leads down to 1 for Brownstown. With 30 to go here in the first half. Here's Klosterman. Travel, no call there. Now goes to Tope. Out top now to Borden. Now left side. Klosterman. Dumps it down. Ball spot force. Tipped away. Come back up. Here's Borden. Borden drives down the middle of the lane. Spins. Turns. Up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Ava Souter. Musketeers with a chance to retake the lead here. Kaya McKinley on the left wing. Wide at left. Now go back out top to Ava. Ava holds on to it here. Tracy Lewis now down to Kaya McKinley. She'll go off the glass. Missed another layup. Borden with the ball now. She'll goes right side. Drives it to the baseline. Going to be fouled by Madeline Llewellyn. 3:38 to go here in the first half as Hackman set to check back in. Hackman and Thompson check in, and they replace Darledge and Tope of the Lady Braves. Borden set triggered in. Not get it into Hackman. Hackman up for the shot, score it, and one. Pushes it out to a 3-point lead for the Braves with one more free throw coming to Hackman here. Stretch it out to a 4-point lead. Free throw is up, no good. Offensive rebound, back out to Hackman. Hackman drives it left, goes outside to Klosterman for 3, no good. Rebound is gathered in by Ava Souter.
Fortunate there.
Yep, down to 3:24, Mikey. Down 3, 18-15. Should be up 10 if we hit our layups.
I agree.
Cross court. Here's Elizabeth Trueblood for 3. No good. Rebounded by Hackman. Hackman off to Borden. Now the Lady Braves up ahead now. To Klosterman. Out top to Borden. Left side to Klosterman on the wing. It's Hackman. We're going to get a foul on Elizabeth Trueblood. Here's Kaylee McKinley checking back in for sister Kaya. That'll be the second personal foul on Elizabeth Trueblood and the team's fifth. 2:55 to go here in the first half. 18-15 still your score. Borden with it out top. Left side now to Snyder. Snyder with it out top to Hackman. Hackman now right side to Borden. Borden looks. Now out top to Fosterman. Fosterman with a little runner. No good. Rebounded by Ava Souter. Got to take advantage of these when we got numbers here. Here's Ava. Ava for three. No good. Rebounded by Snyder. Snyder with it. Left side to Borden. Borden in the middle of the lane. Dumps it down. Out of bounds. Turnover. Brownstown. Ty McKinley set to check back in. He'll replace Elizabeth Trueblood. Here's Kaylee. More pressure. Here's Madeline Llewellyn. Cross court now to Kaya. Kaya now. Dribble it back out. Gives it off to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley now to Gracie Lewis. Lewis with it. Picks her dribble up. Gives it off to Ava Souter. Souter now back to Lewis. Lewis now to Ava. Ava on the left wing gets a screen by Kaylee McKinley. Here's Ava down the middle of the lane. Goes up. Going to get called for a travel. As 22 Britton will check in and replace number 40 Thompson of the Lady Braves. 1:53 to go in the first half. Still a 3-point lead by the Lady Braves. Here's Klosterman. High post to Borden. Borden, shot fake. Backs it back out. Now goes right side to Klosterman. Klosterman will drive it baseline. Skip pass over to Snyder. Snyder loses the handle. Now goes back to Britton. Britton for three more. She buries it again. She's come in and hit two big threes.
Yes, she has. That's the difference in the ballgame right now.
21-15. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Stay with the Lady Musketeers with 1:16 to go here in the first half. Musketeers need a basket right now.
Yeah.
Gracie Lewis with it. Left side to Kaylee. Kaylee on the left wing. Out top now to Ava Souter. 1:10 to go. Souter with it. Now dumps it down to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley up off the glass and got it. 21-17. Now, Musketeers need to stop. Here's Britton with it on the left wing. Now right side to Snyder. Snyder with it. Goes down the middle of the lane. Back to Britton. Now baseline to Hackman. Hackman with it. Out to Britton. Out top to Borden. Down to 40 seconds. Borden with it. Out top to Keith. Now goes left side to Hackman. Hackman with it. Gets the screen. Dumps it down to Borden. Borden spin. Now out to Britton. Britton lets three more go. Air ball. Ball's rebounded off the glass by Klosterman. 21 seconds to go. Right side now to Gracie Lewis. We're going to get a foul on Snyder. It'll be the team's second. Number 12, Pope. Number 40, Thompson. And number 32, Wishmeyer, checking in for the Lady Braves. Replacing Hackman, Britton, and I believe Klosterman. Here's Ava, down to 11.8 seconds to go. Ball comes in to Kaylee McKinley. McKinley, back to Ava, down to 9. Off to Madeline, back to Kaylee. Kaylee, back to Madeline. Madeline drives the middle, turns, down to 1. Shots up, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half with the Musketeers trailing the Lady Braves of Brownstown 23-17. We'll step away here. Word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment to give you first half stats and comments from Mikey. You're listening to Lady Musketeer Basketball on Wslm out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and talking about a very busy time for the IHSAA. So, Paul, your fall sports are, quite frankly, with the exception of gymnastics, everybody will be in action. Got region semi-states in football, girls basketball week number 3, boys basketball practicing. Just go on down the list. Everybody's involved right now, and it's a special, special time to be a high school athlete, parent, and fan in our state.
It is, Coach, and we're making that transition from the outdoor sport of the fall to the indoor sport of the winter, and a little snow this week and cold weather, so it's telling us that it's time to step indoors and where we have a little heat going on and enjoy some indoor sports from the winter. And yeah, everybody's rolling, but we're going to stay outside for one more week, and we're going to celebrate some semi-state championships this weekend in football.
Well, there are clearly some tremendous matchups, and you're down to a point where everybody realizes when you come to Lucas Oil Stadium, you don't win. You're disappointed, clearly, but you had a great run to play for a championship to end your season. But we are going to be Lucas Oil before we know it, and just this weekend's a perfect example. We talk about the Champions Radio and Television Network, or the Champions Network, when we do the pairing shows. But this weekend's a perfect example of why it's the unique type of network in the country. We're the only state that does this kind of network. And people who aren't able to get out because of weather and whatever factors, you can watch all of these games and listen to all of these games this weekend in the semi-state round of the football tournament.
Absolutely, Coach. We try to develop a product here that's IHSA TV that promotes high school athletics just like we do. And all 12 of our semi-state games this weekend will be available for view, whether it be on your television with one of the apps or on your computer. The IHSA TV will carry all 12 semi-state games, and certainly we want people to go out and attend, and they will. There'll be a phenomenal crowd this weekend. But, people who can't travel as much, or it's not as easy, or for me, it's just like the football junkies out there. You can get on there and you can watch multiple games and go back to them. But, if your high school is out of it, but you're really interested in a game that's in the northern part of the state, log on to IHSA TV and watch that game on Friday night. I think it's a pretty good product out there. And again, it's just one more avenue to promote student athletes participating for their high school.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and Paul, this time of year too, as you're busy getting these other sports involved in the winter season, it is imperative for everybody to understand exactly what's involved as we get ready. Basketball, we move indoors, so we can hear, we're a little closer to the action, and we want to make sure we understand the concept of sportsmanship as we go indoors.
Absolutely, and sportsmanship is so important. But, we made the effort here. Sportsmanship is, we all know what it is. When we step outside of that, it's a conscious decision to do so. And we are all about the classroom. And the standards that go on that are expected in the classroom on a daily basis need to be part of the game, need to be part of every game. That's the way coaches are expected to act on the sidelines, such as a teacher, and student athletes need to have the same decorum that they have when they're learning in their math class. But that doesn't mean passion has to be left, because we have a lot of folks out there that teach with passion every day, and students learn with passion. And we want that to continue. But, there's just a standard out there that we have to maintain as a society of civilized people. We've got to be able to show some respect, even if we don't agree. Respect is still the most important thing, and Coach, I've said it many times, we're going to celebrate the positive, the sportsmanship, but every once in a while somebody's just going to have to go home, and hopefully we get it straight and then come back later. But we've got to get it right for these kids, because they're learning from all of us.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high school in your community.
This is Jalen Moore at John Jones. Turkey season is here. Now you have the opportunity to not only stuff your belly, but stuff your pockets. Right now at John Jones, we are looking to buy your car. We are always looking to pick up some new inventory, especially as we come upon the busiest time of the year. And for you men out there, and maybe even some women, I know that you may be participating in No Shave November, but not us here at John Jones, because we are constantly shaving down our prices to give you the biggest savings possible. Check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546. And again, I'm Jalen Moore at John Jones Salem. And remember, you see so many because they save so little.
Manufacturing engineer. Actively participate in the development of new products, product improvements, and assist in the resolution of technical manufacturing problems for a major producer of sintered metal components. Employer GKN Sinter Metals LLC. Location Salem, Indiana. Domestic travel required. To apply, mail resume, no calls or emails, to S. Shaw at 1670 Opdyke Court, Auburn Hills, Michigan, 48326.
Do you dread the alarm clock? Do you feel like you haven't slept when you hit the snooze? Do others complain about your snoring? Treating adults, children, and teens, Dr. Emily Servant with Schneck Sleep Medicine is specially trained to help you get the most restful sleep possible. Snoring, restless legs, sleep apnea, night terrors, insomnia, all common signs of a sleep disorder. If you think you have a sleep problem, talk to your physician about a referral to Schneck Sleep Medicine. Schneck Sleep Medicine, schneckmed.org. We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as we're at the half. The Musketeers trail the Brownstown Lady Braves 23-17. Wes, I got some things, Mark, but I'll let you go ahead on what your thoughts were of the first half.
Well, just looking at it here, I know we've missed a lot of easy baskets here. In my opinion, we probably should be up 4 or 6 points here right now if we just hit our layups that are wide open. But the one stat that I was looking at over here, a couple of them, they have 7 turnovers to our 5, but they're outscoring us on points off turnovers 11-4, and second chance points 4-0 they're ahead. So there's the difference right there of 11 points. So and then you take away the layups that we've missed. To me, we should be in this game, and we should be winning this game right now. And we just got to find shooters and do a better job at knowing where they're at.
I agree, and then we're the stats I've seen, but a couple others that stick out to me is Ava Souter 1 of 6 from the field. Here again we're 0 for 9 from the 3-point line. I thought we settled a lot. When we worked basketball, we could get it inside whenever we wanted. The other things that stick out to me is you've held Borden scoreless, but you give up, I believe, three of their 5 threes are to girls that are not normally known for shooting. Snyder 1 for 1, Britton 2 for 3. 3 of their 5, the other 2's by Hackman, who you realize she's gonna knock them down, but that's 9 points that you don't consider, and we got to do a better job of closing out a little bit more and taking them away and not letting them continue to have a career night.
We talk about it all the time, Mikey, getting bonus points, and Coach Allman got some there in the first half.
Yeah. I think it'll be important here. It'll be Brownstown ball to start. We got to get a stop and, establish the offense. We got to get some movement. And we got to, forget the first half, miss some layups, and come out here in the second half and really execute. Continue to go to the McKinley girls. They've had a good first half.
Well, here we go, buddy. Ball comes into Klosterman here. Musketeers going man-to-man here. Right side now to Hackman. Hackman will get a screen by Borden, roll to the basket, nothing there. Now Hackman drives it to the Mills lane. Now kick the left side to Klosterman. Now Snyder on the baseline. Double dribble, no call there. It's Klosterman back out. Now Snyder will drive the middle of the lane. Turns, looks, Borden will drive it to the baseline. Nothing, gets it far left now. Klosterman shot fake, pulls up a little runner and no good. Gets her own rebound, and we're going to get a foul on the Musketeers. And a foul will be on Ava Souter. I believe it'll be her second, team's first of the half.
Fortunate it wasn't a shooting foul.
Washington sets it, triggered in for the Lady Braves. She looks, gets it into Hackman. Hackman's got a wide open three, lets it go, no good. Rebounded out of there by Kaya McKinley. She'll get it off to Ava Souter. Souter now across the timeline now, slides it left. Out top now. Left side now, down low to Kaya McKinley, up off the glass, and got it.
Good offense right there. Excellent pass by Madeline right there. Threw it to the hand she wanted it to.
23-19. Here's Borden. Borden drives it down to the baseline, turns. And we're going to get another foul on Ava Souter. Wow. Kylie McKinley checks in, is going to replace Ava Souter here. Kylie back, her first minutes of the night. Ava's going to sit now with 3 fouls. 2 fouls in less than a minute. Ball comes into Hackman. Hackman back out to Klosterman. Klosterman drives it to the middle of the lane. Ball spot for her. Now Borden with it out top. Going to get another foul on the Musketeers.
I don't agree with that. I mean,
this foul.
Hackman was hooking down there.
That's 3 quick fouls here. A minute and 15 into the third quarter here for the Musketeers. Klosterman hits down the lane, no good, over the back on number 40 of Brownstown. That'll be their first.
Oh, we got lucky there.
Fouls on Thompson. We got to crank the intensity up, Mikey, down here on this defensive end and go after the board.
We're focusing on Hackman so much.
Here's Bat now. Bat. Back to Madeline. To Kaya McKinley. McKinley now. Out to Gracie Lewis. Back out top to Madeline. Now right side to Kylie Back. Over the top now to Madeline. Down low to Kaya McKinley.
Good
off the glass and got it.
That's 2 great passes by Madeline.
Right, touch the lead to 2 with a chance to cut it down to 1 here as Kaya McKinley goes to the free throw line to try to complete this 3-point play. You get them moving in this 1-2-2, Mike,
right.
Good things are going to happen. McKinley eyes the free throw. It's on the way and good. So 23-22 now as the Musketeers have cut this down to a 1-point deficit. Now Klosterman with it out top. He'll slide it right to Borden. Borden looks, drives it back out top. Now goes down the middle of the lane, up with the left hand and scores it. So 25-22 now. Brownstown on top. Here's Bat. Left side now to Madeline. Over the top to Kylie. Kylie's going to get called for a travel. Turnover Musketeers. Coach Drury calls a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here as the Musketeers trailing the Brownstown Lady Braves with 5:55 to go here in the third. 5
Well, we're 2 minutes and 5 seconds into it. We've moved more on the offensive end than we did the whole first half, I think. Got 2 point-blank layups and an and one. down here, we have been so focused on Hackman. We went, Ava got in foul trouble. We moved Gracie off of her, put Kylie on her, and, Kylie's got to help on that drive. You got to understand. I know you don't want to give up anything. You're trying to face guard is what we're trying to do, but you've got to help so we don't give up a wide open layup as well. Now, against their pressure, we've got to keep a guard back here with us till we get going into the offense.
So it'll be Brownstown basketball here out of the timeout. For Brownstown, you have Klosterman, Gordon, Snyder, Hackman, and Thompson for the Lady Braves. Here's Jenna Klosterman. She'll get it across the timeline now. Slides right to board and looking down low to Hackman. Hackman turns, goes up off the glass. No good. Rebounded out there by Kaylee McKinley. McKinley on the run now. Going to get bumped. No call there. Now out top to Kylie Bat. Left side now to Madeline. Madeline. Now Kylie right side to Kaylee. Kaylee cross court now to Madeline. Back to Kaylee McKinley. Back to Madeline. Now 2-3 zone by the Lady Braves. High post now to Kai McKinley. Back to Kaylee. Left side now to Madeline. Now right side to Kylie. Kylie gets her feet up on the line. I think she's got to look to take that shot. We're going to get a hold on number 40, Thompson of Brownstown. I think Kylie's got to be a threat out there. She's got to get her toes up on the line and get ready to shoot the basketball. Kylie to trigger it in for the Lady Musketeers. Out top here to Kaylee McKinley. Now right side to Gracie Lewis. Gracie now left side to Madeline Llewellyn. Now back to Kylie Bat. Kylie Bat slides it around, goes baseline to Gracie Lewis. Gracie on the right wing now, dribble back out top, looking to penetrate, goes to Madeline Llewellyn. Now high post to Kai McKinley. McKinley kicks it off her feet. It's going to go out of bounds to the Lady Braves.
I think you got to go a little bit of high-low here against that zone and try to see what you can get out of it.
52 to go here in the third quarter. Brownstown holding on to this 3-point lead. Here's Hackman at the top of the key off the board. Back to Hackman. Hackman lets 3 go and buries it.
And get
that pushes the lead out to 6, Mikey, after this 3-pointer by Hackman.
Well, down here they went to the zone. We got stagnant again. We got to do a better job of attacking it, looking at the basket, looking to try to score. They want us to shoot it from out there, so it's okay if we play inside out.
Yep.
Down here, once again, they're going to Hackman. Other than that, they're not getting much offense. We got to do a better job, and our teammates got to help out whoever's guarding there. You got to get them through or step out till they can get there. But you battle from 6 down to cut it to 1, and now they went on a 5-0 run themselves. We've got to do a better job.
Elizabeth Trueblood checked into the ball game for the Musketeers. For the Musketeers, you got the McKinley sisters, Gracie Lewis, Elizabeth Trueblood, and Madeline Llewellyn. 2-2-1 pressure here shown by the Lady Braves. Cross court now to Kai McKinley. McKinley dribbles it across, off her feet, turned over again. Now Brownstown. Thompson now out to Hackman. Hackman, cross court to Klosterman. Klosterman, handoff to Hackman. Now boarding out top of the key. Back cut here over the top to Hackman. Hackman, offensive rebound. Now here's a three-pointer by Klosterman. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Lewis. Gets it off to Elizabeth Trueblood. High post now. There it was, Mikey.
Yeah.
Short corner now to Kai McKinley. Cross court now to Gracie Lewis. Back out top to Elizabeth. Now Madeline Llewellyn. Short corner again. Here's Kai McKinley. Drives the baseline. Back to back out. Goes cross course to Gracie Lewis. Gracie now back across to Madeline. Touch to the short corner. Here's Kai McKinley with a jumper. She knocks it down. 28-24 now. Musketeers trailing by 4. Here's Gordon with it. To Klosterman. Now Snyder. Snyder drives it to the middle. Nothing there. Hands it off to Borden. Borden tacks the middle, spins it back. Cross court now to Klosterman. She'll let three go. In and out. Rebounded by Madeline Llewellyn.
Good box out there.
Musketeers with a chance to cut into this lead again. Now here's Trueblood. Short corner again. Here's Kaya. Kaya cross court to Gracie. Now Elizabeth Trueblood. Shot fake. Now to Madeline on the left wing. High post to Kaylee. Dumps it down to Kaya McKinley. Another jumper. No good this time. Rebounded by Borden of Brownstown. She'll take it to the right side. Dribbles it off her foot. And picks it back up. Now cuts it back into the lane. And back. Ball's tipped away. Picked up. Stolen away. Madeline Llewellyn comes up with it. Gets it off to Elizabeth Trueblood. Musketeers with another chance. Short corner again. Dumps it down to Kaylee McKinley. Off the glass. Got it. So Musketeers cut it to a 2-point lead again with 2:14 to go here in the third quarter. Oh, here's Snyder. Out top to Klosterman. Borden left side to Hackman. Hackman with it on the wing. Looks inside. Dumps it over to Snyder. Snyder kicks it far left to Klosterman for a three. No good. Rebounded out of there. We're going to get another foul on the Musketeers. This one's going to be on Kaylee McKinley. Wholesale substitution. We have Tope, 23 Darledge, and 34, I believe, Mikey. 32 coming in. Fishmeyer for the Braves. Here's Hackman. Dumps it over to Borden. Borden. Travel. Yep, she caught her. A turnover Brownstown. Back to the Musketeers with a chance to tie this thing back up. We'll take the lead, Mikey. 1:48 to go here in the third quarter. Ball comes into Elizabeth Trueblood. Trueblood with it. Brownstown still in this 2-3 zone. Gracie Lewis with it on the right wing. Cross court now to Madeline Llewellyn. Llewellyn cross court to Gracie. Gracie lets three go. No good. Rebounded out of bounds off of Brownstown, and it'll stay with the Lady Musketeers. Like we're rushing, Mikey, when we shoot the basketball. Elizabeth Trueblood to trigger it in for the Musketeers. Elizabeth looking over the top to Kaya McKinley. McKinley now off to Gracie Lewis. Lewis with it. Slide it right. Now to Madeline Llewellyn on the baseline. Cross court to Elizabeth Trueblood. Lets three go. Oh, in and out. Rebounded out there by Tope of Brownstown. Up ahead now to Hackman. Hackman drives baseline. Backs it back out. Now goes out top. Now here to Wishmeyer. Now Tope on the right wing. Now Tope. Tope with it. Looking. 5-second call. Good defense there by Gracie Lewis. So 49 seconds to go, Mikey, here in this third quarter here when the Musketeers with another chance here to tie this thing up. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Drury here, and it's going to be, I believe, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Musketeers again trail 2 points, 28-26. 49 seconds to go here in the third. Mikey?
Well, we've been a lot more active defensively down here, and we've not allowed them to get offensive rebounds like we did there. Down here offensively, keep going to that high-low right there with the short corner, using the high post. I think we can get whatever we want, but we also got to be ready to shoot the basketball off the reverse or a skip pass. You know, Elizabeth's shot was in and out. I mean, it was halfway down and came back out. We got to be ready to shoot. You know, you battle back. This is a big, big possession in my mind because you're going to get the ball to start the fourth quarter. So you're going 2 for 1 here, in my opinion.
Well, on the floor for the Musketeers, you got Anna Trueblood, Elizabeth Trueblood, Gracie Lewis, Kaya McKinley, and Madeline Llewellyn. And Brownstown Braves are going to come out with a little full court man-to-man pressure here, so we'll see how the Musketeers deal with this. As Elizabeth will get it in to Madeline Llewellyn, we got 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Up ahead now to Gracie Lewis. We got numbers, nothing there. She drives it in, up off the glass, and no good. Kaya McKinley with an offensive rebound. My goodness, Mikey, if we hit our layups, we're winning this game by double figures.
I agree.
Gracie Lewis now in trap. That's kind of a weak call there, as we're going to get a foul call, and that foul's going to be on Cope of Brownstown, and it'll be 14th foul on the Braves. So 4-4 on team fouls here with 25 seconds to go here in the third. Trueblood now to trigger it in for the Musketeers. She'll get it in to Gracie Lewis. Lewis with it out top now. Goes right side to Elizabeth Trueblood. Trueblood with it. To Gracie. Down low to Kai McKinley. Kai McKinley faces up. She's going to be fouled by number 23, Addison Darledge. So that'll be the 15th foul on the Braves. So we're down to 13.4, Mikey, here in the third quarter. Like to see us get a layup off of this right here.
Yeah.
So Hobson's checking in for the Lady Braves. And she'll come in and replace Hope of Brownstown. Got to work hard here, Mikey, on these cuts here, get herself open. Now we're going to get another foul on number 23, Darledge. So that's 16 fouls on the Lady Braves as Britt checked in and is going to replace her. We got to find her.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep doing this. We're going to shoot free throws before the end of the quarter.
Here's Elizabeth. Elizabeth one more time to trigger it in. Gets it in to Gracie Lewis. Lewis will back it back out. We're down to 10, right side to Trueblood. Trueblood now looking. Ball splits away. Borden comes up with it. We're going to get a foul. Oh, we're going to get a travel on Borden. So turned over with 4.8 to go, and Musketeers with one more chance here. There's that over-the-top pass, Mike.
Right.
Again. Oh, Trueblood. That's Trueblood. All right, here we go. Gracie Lewis for a three. No good. Rebounded out there by Madeline Llewellyn. Up, no good. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Musketeers trailing the Lady Braves of Brownstown 28-26. And we'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment to bring you fourth quarter action here from Eastern. You're listening to Lady Musketeer basketball.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as we're set for the final period of play. The Musketeers have cut into that halftime deficit. It is now 28-26, Brownstown lead.
It'll be Musketeer basketball here to start this fourth and final quarter here with Anna Trueblood triggering it in for the Musketeers as Ava Souter is checked back into the game here. Oh, Souter. Now cross court now here to Madeline. Back across to Elizabeth Trueblood. We missed her sister in the short corner right there. Now left side to Madeline. Cross court to Elizabeth. Now baseline to Anna. High post here to Ty McKinley. Here's Gracie. Now Madeline for a three. Got it! Is that our first three of the night, Mikey?
First three of the night. Couldn't have come at a better time.
29-28. 7:30 to go here in this contest. Now right side here to Klosterman. Klosterman down low to Borden. Borden on the baseline. Out to number 33 for a three. And no good. Offensive rebound up and in by number 32, Wishmeyer. A 1-point lead again by Brownstown. Still in this 1-2-2 half-court trap. Left side to Madeline. Short corner to Kaya McKinley. McKinley back to Madeline. Now out top to Ava. Ava with it now. Cross court to Elizabeth. Elizabeth now looking to penetrate. Nothing. Down low to her sister. Now to Kaya McKinley. Back out to Ava. Ava shot fake down the middle of the lane. Up off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound to Elizabeth Trueblood. Trueblood now. Ball's kicked away and going to be turned over by the Musketeers with another missed layup. Well, 30-29, 6:41 to go here in the contest. Brownstown holding on to this 1-point lead. Borden triggered in, gets it into Hackman. Now back to Borden as she's going to walk it across half court here. Borden, right side now to Wishmeyer. Hobson on the baseline, down low to Thompson. Back to Hopkins, out top down to Borden. Borden now back to the middle of the lane, looking to go up with the left hand. Up, no good. Offensive rebound again, and she drops it in. That's 4 points the last two possessions on offensive rebounds by Thompson. 6:05 to go here in the contest. Back to Ava Souter. Souter with it to Madeline. Cross court to Elizabeth. Elizabeth lets three go. No good. Ball spot for her, and we're going to have a foul, and I believe this is going to be on Brownstown, Mikey. That'll be the 17th foul, and they'll send, I believe, Ty McKinley to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 here.
That's who we want to send.
So Ty steps to the line to eye the free throw here. It's on the way and good. She'll have one more to cut this thing down to a 1-point lead again. Mike, it's just like we can't get over the hump, buddy.
I know.
I feel like if we get this lead, put a little pressure back on them, it might be the difference in the game. And she hits the second one that cuts it to a 32-31 lead by Brownstown with 5:50 to go here in the contest. Now here's Borden out top with it. Borden picks it up. Ball. We're going to get a timeout by Coach Allman here on almost a steal by Ava Souter, and it's going to be a full timeout, so step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment.
Will you soon be a new nurse graduate? Are you looking for an organization where you can make an impact? Do you want to feel welcomed as a new nurse and respected as a professional? You belong at Schneck. Schneck has earned Magnet designation for nursing excellence 4 consecutive times, putting us among an elite group of less than 1% of U.S. hospitals. And we've been repeatedly ranked as the #1 most nurse-friendly hospital in the nation. You belong at Schneck. Schneck is a regional leader in nursing compensation, and we're now offering a $10,000 signing bonus. We also offer tuition reimbursement to advance your career and a clinical ladder program with generous incentives. To apply or to learn more about all the nursing opportunities at Schneck, visit schneckmed.org. Be part of an exceptional team. You belong at Schneck.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as the Lady Musketeers trail by 1 with 5:40 to go in the contest. It'll be Brownstown basketball coming out of a Brownstown timeout. Wes, I think we've got to get a stop here and just keep going inside. They want us to keep shooting from outside. We're in a bonus. Get to the rim.
That should have been a shove-off right there on Tope, but it wasn't here as it comes into her. Tope with it now. High post now to Borden. Dumps it down to Hackman. Hackman travels with it. No call. Rebounded by Ty McKinley. Now the Musketeers with another chance here to take the lead here. Left side to Madeline. Out to Ava. Ava with it at the top of the key goes right side to Elizabeth Trueblood. Now back to Ava Souter. Brownstown still in the 2-3 zone here. Elizabeth Trueblood with it. Back to Ava. Ava with it. They'll get a screen from Anna. Left side now. Short corner. Dumps it down to Anna. Trueblood off the glass. No good again. And we're going to get another foul on Ava Souter. That'll be her 4th. Holly Bat checks in as well as Kaylee McKinley. So Kaylee and Kylie come in and replace Anna Trueblood and Ava Souter.
You know, Brownstown ran that back door trying to get something out of the last time out. I think they're going to try to go to Hackman the last 5 minutes.
Hackman with it here. And she's going to turn it over. Here's Kaylee McKinley on a breakaway, up off the glass, and got it. So 33-32, Musketeers retake the lead here with 4:40 to go. Here's Borden with it on the left wing. He'll dribble it out top, now going to go to the basket. Now she spins back to the middle. Back, now outside to Tope. Tope with it. Back to Borden. Borden being guarded by Madeline Welland. Now Borden will drive it to the basket. It's going to be fouled. They're going to call a foul on Madeline. And he almost can't touch him, Mikey.
Yeah, trying to even up the foul.
Well, that's the 16th foul on the Musketeers, so it's bonus for both teams the rest of the way now. As Fosterman set the trigger in for the Lady Braves here. That's going to be 5-5. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was like he was waiting for
hesitated.
him. Yeah, it was like he was waiting for him to call it.
So we got a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Musketeers up 33-32 with 4:23 to go, Mikey, in this contest.
You know, again, it's going to come down to execution. You talked about it at the beginning of the game. Defensively, I think we've got better, but at times we get lackadaisical and let them, or we get in a spurt for a minute or 2 minutes where we lose players, we don't block out or whatever. This last 4:23, we got to be locked in and we got to block out. And then down here, you got the lead now. You got to make them come and get you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the bonus.
You think they'll come back out and stay in that 2-3 zone right now?
I think if they score here, they might. If they're down, I think you're going to see some type of trap, try to speed us up.
Well, here we go. It'll be Brownstown basketball underneath their own basket. Klosterman set to trigger it in for the Lady Braves with 4:23 to go in the contest. Here's Hackman. Over the top now to Borden. Borden shot fake. Nothing there. Now goes back to Klosterman. Klosterman going to let three go, and she buries it. So 35-33 now. Brownstown retakes the lead. Off to Trueblood. Now Kylie back. Left side to Madeline. High post to Kaylee. Now to Kylie. Back to right side to Elizabeth. Elizabeth now to Kylie. Baseline now to Madeline Llewellyn. Cross court down to Elizabeth. Elizabeth drives it to the baseline. Underneath. Going to throw the ball off of Fosterman, and it's going to stay with the Lady Musketeers as Schneider and Darlich check back in and replace Tope and Thompson of the Lady Braves. So we're down to 3:50. We're under 4 minutes now, Mikey, in this contest as Kylie Fatt that's triggered in for the Musketeers. He'll go out top now to Kaya McKinley. McKinley's going to drive it in. Going to get called for a travel. .346 now. I think the Braves are going to start being a little bit methodical down here now, Mikey. Oh, here's Fosterman's it out top. The Borden handoff. Now Borden keeps it. Now off to Hackman. Hackman now. Back. Now to Snyder. Snyder dribbles down the middle lane, spins. Back out top now to Darlich. Darlich with it now. Dribbles it, backs it back out. It's Klosterman. Klosterman's going to let three more go, and she buries it again. I think you got to come back with Ava right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's Trueblood. Kylie. Now Madeline. Back out top to Kylie. Back to Madeline Llewellyn. Cross court now to Elizabeth Trueblood. Back to Kylie back. Now Elizabeth. Under 3 minutes here. Down 5. We got to get something going, Mikey. We got to look at the basket. Here's Elizabeth. Now baseline to Madeline. Madeline cross court now. Ball's picked off. Travel. And no travel called down on Klosterman as the ball. So we're down to 2.5. Ball stolen away by Kaya McKinley. McKinley on a drive. Up off the glass and got it. That cuts the lead down to 3, Mikey, with a chance to cut it to 2 here with a free throw from Kaya McKinley. Ava Souter checks back in, replaces Kylie Batt. Here's Kaya McKinley at the line. Free throw is up and good. 38-36. Musketeers trail by 2 with 2.5 to go here in this contest. Borden with it. Off the timeline. Travels it into the middle of the lane. Backs it out to Klosterman. Now here's Hackman. Out to Darley. Darley's going to get called for a travel. Probably the biggest possession of the game right here, Mikey. 2:12 to go in the contest. Musketeers trail by 2 as Thompson checks in. Is going to replace Darley. Brownstown content with sitting in this 2-3 zone. Here's Ava. Elizabeth. Now back to Ava Souter. Souter with it now to get a screen. Nothing there. Back to Madeline. Short corner to Kyle McKinley. McKinley now drives in. Up. No good. She'll be fouled. Go to the line to shoot 2. Try to tie this thing back up with 1:55 to go.
Basically said I'm going to the rim. Gotta try to stop me. And that's the mentality she has to have.
Yep. First free throw by McKinley is up and good. Cuts it to a 1-point lead. 38-37 now. Now McKinley with one more to try to tie this thing up. And it's no good. Rebound, fought for, and I believe we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to be Brownstown basketball. We got 1:53 to go. Musketeers trail by 1 here in this contest. Oh, Klosterman with it now. Walks it across. Hands it off now to Snyder. Ava cannot get her 5th foul right here. We got to have her down the stretch. Here's Hackman. She'll let 3 go and buries it. That takes it out to a 4-point lead with 1:36 to go here in the contest. And there's no hesitation either, Mikey.
No, there isn't.
No hesitation. It'll be a full timeout. We'll step away here, word from our sponsor. Be with you back in just a moment.
Gobble, 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 gobble! This is David Moore at John Jones. Turkey season is here. Now you have the opportunity to not only stuff your belly, but stuff your pockets. Right now at John Jones, we are looking to buy your car. We're always looking to pick up some new inventory, especially as we come upon the busiest time of the year. And for you men out there, and maybe even some women, I know that you may be participating in No Shave November, but not us here at John Jones, because we are constantly shaving down our prices to give you the biggest savings possible. Check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546. And again, I'm Jalen Moore at John Jones Salem. And remember, you see so many because they pay so little.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School. 1:36 to go in the contest as the Musketeers trailing by 4 to be their ball coming out of a Brownstown timeout.
Here we go, Mikey. No empty possessions here, buddy.
So here comes Ava.
Off now to
Madeline. Madeline with it, comes back to Ava. Looking into the post. That's a foul, no call. Kicks it out to Souter. Back to Kaya. Kaya on her left wing. Hands it off to Ava. Ava looks. Goes to Madeline on the right wing. She's going to get a ball screen by Kaylee. Comes up in there. Goes down to Kaya. Kaya goes up and gets it. So now we're down to 1 minute to go in the contest. At what point do we start fouling?
We got to pressure the basketball for sure. She can't be the one to foul. Turnover by the Musketeers.
43 seconds to go. Musketeer ball have a chance to tie or take the lead. Coach Jury going to let them play right now. Ball screen, Kaya. Kaya drives, nothing there. Goes to Madeline on the left wing, back to Kaya. Kaya looks, nothing there. She's going to get bumped. She's going to go to the line. It'll be 2 shots. That'll be Brownstown's 10th foul. Foul's on Thompson.
You got me, Mikey?
So Kyle steps to the line to shoot 2. This is the first.
Mikey, I think you got a foul. I think you got a foul now. I mean,
yeah, and they've substituted Hope in for Thompson. Second one's up and good. Press here by the Musketeers.
Down to 18. We're going to have a foul. It's going to send Snyder to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. With 16.4 seconds to go here in the contest. As Thompson checks back in and replaces Tope. It'll be a 1-and-1 here for Snyder. And we'll see here if we can, as Snyder misses it, down to 16, and we're going to have a timeout by Coach Drury here.
I got you now, Wes.
With 15.3 seconds to go, Musketeers with a chance to win this thing.
So, you know, I think one player's got to get the ball right here.
I'm assuming you're talking about Kaya.
Pretty much. I mean, she has been the offensive second half, played a great second half here, you know, and, you know, if you're going to go on top and get on top and get over the hump, it's no better than right here. You know, this goes back to the Austin game. And we'll see what happens here, see what Coach Drury draws up. The question is, what's Brownstown going to play?
Well, I think they're going to come out and try to pressure us, Mikey, and they're going to try to get the ball out of Ava's hands. I think Ava's got to have the basketball in her hands right here until she decides to either, one, go to the basket and score it, or she goes to the basket and try to create something. We can't get the ball out of her hands, in my opinion, right here.
Well, the other thing I might have done is put Gracie Lewis in, so you got another shooter. Now, pressuring, I understand, but you can't give up a layup off this either.
Yep. Here we go here. Brownstown with some full court pressure here. What are we doing? Ball comes in, 13 seconds. Oh, we're going to get a timeout with 9.6 to go here by Coach Drury here. Brownstown fans want to travel there. No call here, so with 9.6 to go, Lady Musketeers with a chance here to steal this one tonight.
Well, you can say steal, but I think we played well enough to win. We just didn't finish around the rim like we needed to. And you've got to give Brownstown credit. You know, they've had some they did knock down as well. But I like the response we've had tonight.
Yeah.
We never give up. We've battled all night. And, you know, after we initially took the lead early, they responded and had the lead pretty much the rest of the game now. Since about midway through the second quarter or so, but I like how we responded.
You know, John Harold had this predicted 43-42 was he had.
Well, I'd like us to have 42 and then stay at 41.
I agree with you 100%.
You know, the question is now they're in the half-court set. Do they go zone or are they going to go man-to-man?
Looks like they're going man-to-man, Mikey. Well, maybe not. They're just going to maybe pressure the inbounds pass here. Now they're going to back off of it. Heck, we got to drive a truck right there in the middle of the lane, looks like, Mikey. We have somebody flash right there. Snyder's looking. Ball stolen away by the Lady Braves and going to be fouled with 5.5 seconds to go. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 now here again for the Lady Braves. So that will put Fosterman at the line to shoot a 1-and-1 here with 5.5 seconds left. Do we have any timeouts left, Mikey? We got one timeout left.
One timeout left.
Fosterman eyes the free throw. It's on the way and no good. As the ball's fought for it, come in, and we got a timeout with 3 seconds to go here as Coach Drury gets the timeout, and I believe it's going to be
It'll be a full timeout.
Full timeout, Mikey. We'll keep it here. Now, again, you've been in these situations a lot more than I have as a coach, but it seems like, and we've talked about it now for this will be the 8th game, I don't understand why we struggle so much to get the ball in bounds. You got 9 seconds to go. You got to get the ball in bounds, and there's a girl standing in the back court here to get it to. Once you get to a certain point, I think you got to get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, I know you draw up a play and you're looking for one specific thing, but if it's not there, you've got to go to your release, you know, and you're putting who you feel like is your best decision maker and passer taking the ball out, and we struggled with that. You know, now with 3 seconds to go, you really are giving yourself little hope to win. To me, you've got to get it going to half court and give yourself at least 2 dribbles to get to the rim. But here's the other thing you got to take into consideration. We're in a bonus. You know, try to see if you can draw a foul here.
Well, here's the thing. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Allman now, as he saw what Coach Drury drew up here. I believe it'll be another full timeout.
And I believe he's out now. I think both coaches are out, so this should be the play. You know, to me, if you had a timeout left, and I may be wrong, but I show one left, but I don't think she does. You throw it to half court and call it immediate timeout, and then you've got a lot more options to work with. So we'll see what happens here. But you've got to get something to half court and a kick to get a good shot, I believe, or somebody who can catch and get 2 dribbles off and get at least the 3-point line to get a shot off.
We'll see what Coach Drury does here. You know, obviously he was looking at what she had set up. I'm sure she's drawn up something else here. So one more chance for the Musketeers here to come out of here with a victory, as Brownstown hoping to hang on here with a 1-point lead with 3 seconds to go here in this contest. As they're going to bring out Hobson and put her on the basketball, which she's probably the longest player on this team. So Kayla McKinley, the dribble it, trigger it in for the Musketeers. She throws it over the top. The ball picked off by Brownstown, and that's going to be
jump ball.
Yards. A jump ball.
You've got to throw it to the rim and get it. 4-6, you got a time to shoot.
Well, here's Ava Souter to trigger it in. Souter looking. It's Madeline Llewellyn for 3, and it's no good. And that'll be the end of the ball game, with the Brownstown Lady Braves coming in here tonight and getting a Mid-Southern Conference victory over our Lady Musketeers, 41-40. We'll step away here, word from our sponsors. Be back with you in just a moment, give you final stats and comments from Mikey. You're listening to Musketeer Basketball on WSLM out of Salem, Indiana.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Gobble, 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 gobble! This is Wayne Moore at John Jones. Turkey season is here. Now you have the opportunity to not only stuff your belly, but stuff your pockets. Right now at John Jones, we are looking to buy your car. We're always looking to pick up some new inventory, especially as we come upon the busiest time of the year. And for you men out there, and maybe even some women, I know that you may be participating in No Shave November, but not us here at John Jones, because we are constantly saving down our prices to give you the biggest savings possible. Check out our inventory online at johnjonesautogroup.com or give us a call at 877-473-5546. And again, I'm Jalen Hoare at John Jones Salem. And remember, you see so many because they pay so little.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside your golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's. Right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
The Shack is back. That's right, the Shackaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's in Salem. Not only will you be getting an extra-large pizza designed by Shack, but you'll be helping others. Feed a Shack-sized family with the Shackaroni. Get 8 foldable Shack-sized slices loaded with extra cheese and extra pepperoni on each extra-large slice for $13.99. For each Shackaroni sold between October 17th and December 24th, 2022, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Canadian Food Rescue Program Second Harvest. Every dollar will supply 2 or more meals to people in need. Call 812-883-3369 today to place your delivery or carry-out order. Or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's.
All right, welcome back here to Eastern High School as the Lady Musketeers lose a heartbreaker 41-40 to the Lady Braves of Brownstown. You know, it's just simple in my mind. Point-blank layups missed tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So I can talk about stats. You know, that 27 of their 41 from the three-point line to us only hitting 1 3, and 1 of 15 is not what you want. I mean, we played right into their hands of we settled. You know, when we didn't settle, we got layups.
And that takes me to the point, Mikey, when does the time come when if we're shooting 6%, 10% from the three-point line, I'm holding on to it until I get a layup. I'm not going to settle for jump shots no more.
Right. And, you know, second chance points is they were 8-3 on us, and they had 4 in a span of about a minute there in the third quarter when we were making that run that really pushed the lead back up to 6 points there. And, you know, after that, we controlled the boards on the defensive end, but just give yourself opportunities. 3 opportunities. You had the ball with 14 point whatever to go. You're fortunate enough, you get a timeout, and you take it out with 9 seconds to go, and then you get a turnover. You can't get it in bounds. And like I told you, you put your best player with makes the best decisions and best passer to take it out, and we can't get it in bounds. And the disturbing part was it wasn't like they were trying to take anybody away. We had a girl in the backcourt wide open.
Yep.
And then with 3 seconds to go, we're fortunate enough to get the jump ball, you know, and we've got to understand in that situation, you've got to get a shot up. You've got to find somebody close to the rim. And I thought we had Kaya coming to the basket that we could have hit her, but, you know, it's frustrating. I thought Coach Jury had a game plan that was very, very good. It just comes down to finishing.
Yep. Coach Drury here is going to get on the mic with us here. We'll get a word from her, and then we'll come back with you and get your final stats and send it back to the station.
Coach, a heartbreaker. You know, looking at some of the stats, and I don't know if you looked at them or not, you know, I feel like point-blank layups was a big difference in the ball game tonight. I thought the game plan was point on what we needed in the game. And if we make the layups, it's not even a contest.
I agree. I think we put each other in a good position to score. We just got to figure out where the message in the locker room was. I think we're too mature, be having these lapses in little games. So that was kind of my message to them. We got to figure out what we're going to do, make sure we're prepped and we're ready. There were some girls that did did a good job. I thought Hackman's a hell of a ball player. I thought Liz did a pretty decent job on her in the second half. Madeline Llewellyn contained Borden pretty well. And of course, Kaya had 25 points, but message to her was I need her on both ends of the floor. She can have 25 anytime she wants. I need her more honed in on the defense.
Yeah, and I think, you know, getting out her second chance points 8-3, and there was about a minute span after you come out in the third quarter, and you cut it to 1, I believe. And Thompson gets back foot back. You know, we can't have that. You know, and then your senior point guard getting in foul trouble. You've got to rely on girls that haven't been there before. And what do we got to do to get her going?
If you figure it out, let me know. You know, I'm trying. I'd like to get her attacking the basket more. Try to put her in positions to attack the basket more. But we gotta. Everybody else has to kind of follow suit there too, and get to where they need to be in order for Ava to attack the basket. I wrote under Thompson on the scout. It said, "Oh board, big, old, veteran." So that's where kind of those mental lapses come in again. I don't think it's that they didn't know the scout. I think it's that, you know, it's an effort thing at that point.
Right. You know, and they did a nice job of switching defenses on you, but they went to that zone and, you know, 1 for 15 3-point line. Was they bad threes? Probably 90% of them wasn't. But they wasn't following. And when we were patient and we got it to the short corner of the middle, we got what we wanted. You know, at what point with a senior loaded team do they got to start understanding the outside shots not falling, and we've got to attack our strength?
Well, that's another one. Figure it out. Let me know. Well, and another thing is I would like for Kaya to be a little more demanding with basketball. Demand the basketball. You know, when it gets to her hands, whether she shoots it or not, usually good things happen. Then again, she's got to develop that sense of when I can go to my left and when it's time to go to my right hand. She went right once and finished it. Just one of those things where I don't think any of our problems are really skill-based. I think we're having a lot of mental lapses here, just making good basketball decisions.
Yeah, and talk about, you know, I thought that we competed very hard tonight. You know, we come out, we had a lead, and they come out there in that second quarter and kind of took over there. But, you know, coming out of the locker room, talk about how the girls, you know, competed tonight.
I thought, for the most part, we did compete. Those last 40 seconds or so went by pretty fast. We were trying to get the ball in somebody's hands to go downhill. We were in the bonus, so
right.
Not enough urgency.
Yeah. So, you know, turn around, you'll be over at county rival West Washington on Thursday. You know, they've got better new head coach over there. You know, it doesn't get any easier for the girls. We got to keep working, and we appreciate you stopping by, and just keep working, keep your head up, and you know, come postseason, we'll be ready to go.
Yep. Thanks, Mike.
That's Coach Taylor Jury. You can hear the frustration in her voice. You know, a tough loss tonight for the Musketeers, and you know, giving away opportunities there. So you know, Wes, you know, talking to the coach, you know, you heard the frustration in her voice, and you know, she sees the same things we see up here, and it's just a matter of getting things changed, and I think she will. You know, we've talked about the stats and what we thought. You know, I can run through the stats real quick if you're ready to get off here. We'll go with Brownstown first. They were led in scoring by Maddie Hackman with 14, and 12 points of those were from the three-point line. Second leading scorer was Klosterman with 8, and she had 2 threes late that was huge. And then Britta with 6, 2 threes in the first half that kind of got them going, and then Snyder with 5, Borden with 2, Darlage with 2, Wishmeyer with 2, and Thompson with 2. For the Musketeers, they were led by Kaya McKinley with 25, Kaylee McKinley with 10, Madeline Llewellyn with the lone 3, and Ava Sauter with 2. You know, it was the McKinley girls tonight. They played a terrific game. You know, we got to give them a big shout out as well. But you know, the disappointing part was we was out rebounded 25-23. They did turn it over 16 times to our 13 times, but we had crucial turnovers at crucial times. Yep. So once again, the final here at Eastern, the Musketeers, Lady Musketeers fall to the Lady Braves of Brownstown, 41-40, falling to 5-3 on the season. They'll be back in action Thursday night over at West Washington. That'll be on you. I will not be there. The boys will be back in action next Friday night at Crawford, and then back at home on Saturday with Clarksville. And there is no girls game at Mitchell on Tuesday right now. They'll be scheduling that for a later date. Anything else?
That's it, Mikey. That's it. A long week of basketball here. You know, we've had 4 ball games here this week that we've had, 2 boys and 2 girls. So we'll get back at it, you know, next Thursday over at West Washington, and bring the boys 2 nights on Friday and Saturday night. But that'll pretty much do it as the Lady Braves of Brownstown come in here to Eastern tonight and get a Mid-Southern Conference victory with a final score of 41-40. For Mikey and Wes, you've been listening to Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLM, and we say God bless and good night.